This is exactly how you want a European city to look and feel, with a whiff of faded glory and grandeur, a couple of drops of essence of ruin, part medieval, part modern, cathedrals with clanging bell towers, shadowed laneways that hint at past conquests, moss-covered staircases, creaking bridges. It's all here in Porto. It's all clustered upon that hillside and cobblestoned all the way to the banks of the Douro River. Over the next 11 days, we're cruising on Portugal's Douro River with Scenic, on a round trip from Porto through the vines and villages that make this part of the world so unique. Before we set sail on Scenic Azure, on this, our unforgettable Douro adventure, this lively port city beckons us to explore its treasures. The Riviera, literally translated as riverbank, is where it all began, where the crowds continue to flock. Does the whole city revolve around the waterfront, the riverfront?
Yes. Centuries before Christ, when the Romans arrived here and they built a port connecting with Rome, that was the beginning. So the oldest remains of Porto, they are all here.
Then there's Porto's historic centre and its landmark attraction, the Palacio De Bolsa. You'll have to pardon my ignorance, but I've never heard of the royal family of Bolsa, this being the Palacio de Bolsa.
Exactly. Yes, actually it is called a palace, not because a queen or a king have lived in this building, but because this was a big building that was built by the tradesmen of the city to serve them, to honor them.
Oh, so this building was built for the businessmen
For
of
the
the
business.
city?
It's a place where they could trade.
Right, okay, so is that why it's so grand? Because these were guys that were rich and they needed to build something that honoured their status?
Exactly.
But while each room is impeccably finished and houses a wealth of history and juicy tales, the overwhelming grandiosity of the Arab room is the guaranteed highlight. Oh, my goodness. So this is very...
A neo-Moorish inspired.
I was going to say, Moorish for sure.
This was a room that was built to impress, to show off. For instance, in this room we have about 20 kilos of gold leaf. So everything that is golden, it is real gold.
Wow, okay. From most vantage points in Porto, you can see the famed Douro, Porto's lifeblood, and indeed the reason for the city's creation. The Douro rises 900 kilometres to the west in Spain. It crosses the Portuguese border and then carves its way through 200 kilometres of arid hillsides and tight valleys to empty into the Atlantic, just here at the port of Porto. It's wine country. Well, it's port country, to be exact, so named after Portugal's port of Porto, where they would transport port to export to ports of import, looking to import port. And it's along the Douro that we'll be travelling on the Scenic Azure. Join Scenic on a truly all-inclusive luxury 11-day unforgettable Douro River cruise. All-exclusive scenic-enriched experiences, scenic free choice activities, onboard meals and premium drinks are included. Start planning for 2021, and for a limited time, early bird prices start from $5,995 per person twin share, a saving of $1,000 per person. Getaway viewers can save an additional $400 per couple. To request a brochure, visit scenic.com.au/getaway, call 1300 790 372, or speak to your nearest Scenic agent.